Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Deandra, naturally Dia. Today we're going to be talking about feminine hygiene. Now, before I jump right into the video, I am not a professional. However, of course, I am a female. I have these are tips and tricks that have worked for me, and I thought that I would share them with you. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is a smell. Now, I know some persons try to avoid talking about the smell of the vagina. If you prefer to call it the cookie, the honey pot, whatever works for you. But one thing that we should all be cognizant of is that the vagina has a natural smell. It naturally smells. The scent is natural, and I think it's important for us. Some persons probably don't feel comfortable with this, but I would recommend that you get comfortable with knowing the smell of your vagina. One, because you want to know when something is wrong. So if I am constantly always smelling, getting familiar with how I smell and just knowing if something is off even by the slightest bit, I will know, and then I can go ahead if I need to go to the doctor, if I need to get it checked out. But that is like so important, you knowing, keeping up with you. You know yourself better than anybody else, so why wouldn't you want to be familiar with how you smell? My number 2 tip is wearing loose fitting clothes. Now, loose fitting clothes can, and it is very beneficial on many levels. The first is, one, you want to, if you're a person that shaves regularly, you want to try to avoid getting ingrown hairs. And how loose fitting clothes helps with avoiding to get ingrown hairs, you may ask. Well, let me do a little demonstration. This is the surface that you have shaved. The hairs that you have shaved are tiny, and sometimes by just looking on the surface you would have thought that you are completely shaved, but hair grows really quickly. So in a couple of days you may start to feel, by just rubbing the surface, that there are little tiny hairs that are coming up. Now, if you are continuously wearing closed or tight fitting clothes, what you are doing is actually stifling the air from growing upwards. Now, if the hair is not able to grow upwards, what will happen is that it will grow back into the skin. Now, the hair growing back into the skin, as in making a going back into the skin, basically what it does is it will irritate the skin. You will get like ingrown hairs. What I said, sometimes it will cause pus. It is very painful, and that's kind of disgusting. I know this because it used to happen to me, and I had to do my research. I had to find out what was the reason why I kept getting ingrown hairs. No, thank God I really don't have those things much anymore. But it is really important, not only for ingrown hairs, but by wearing tight fitted clothes, sometimes your body is not able to properly breathe. You want to have your vagina, cookie, or honey pot breathing properly, or breathing, getting air, so that it doesn't get sweaty, so that it doesn't get foul or moldy, or have a foul smell, right? And that will help, because once it's breathing, it's not continuously getting moist, then you won't have a lot of bacteria building up there, because bacteria follows moisture, and it can help to avoid a lot of vaginal infections. My other tip is to wear cotton underwear. Now, I know there are a lot of different types of underwear out there, but really and truly, cotton is really the best. I'm going to show you. Alright, so I didn't have a silk underwear because I don't wear it, but this is really a silk material, and as you can see, this is so thick. Well, you can't see, but I'm feeling it, and it's so thick. This material doesn't allow much air to get through, to keep the vagina dry and moisture free. However, I have another well, this is actually underwear here. This is actually cotton underwear. This is a cotton underwear, and this is like 100% recommended. This is softer comparing to this material. It is soft, and it really makes all the difference in just the health of your vagina. So I recommend getting underwears that are cotton. Not saying that you can't wear silk underwears or any other material, just try to wear them less. So for example, out of the week, 7 days, you should be wearing cotton underwear 6 times, and if you must, a silk underwear once. My other tip, and I don't know who is doing this, and I pray to God that you are not, but avoid putting deodorant or spraying perfume or anything of the sort down there. Doing this, one, it is not recommended. It is definitely not healthy, and by using these fragrances, external fragrances and stuff, it will and it can change your pH balance, and by changing your pH balance, this can cause you to get infections and a lot of complications, which really and truly we are trying to avoid. It is 2020, ladies. Let us be smart. In addition to not using scented products like perfumes and deodorants on your vagina, I also recommend just using soap on the outside. Now, if you must or if you really want, they do have a feminine washes that is recommended by gynecologists. You can go ahead and check that out, but please be careful, because the scents and the fragrances from some products really will affect you, and you really don't want that. So whenever you're purchasing a product, to just use in that area, just be careful, right? All right, so another thing about keeping the hygiene of the cookie is some persons suffer from dryness, regardless of the fact that they wash it and whatever. They suffer from internal dryness. One of the things that can help you is using a lubricant. However, try to stay away from lubricants with sugar based ingredients like glucose and stuff. It is really not healthy for the vagina, and it can also change your pH balance. So you can go ahead, do some little research. If you know more about these like tips and stuff, go ahead, leave a comment in the comment section and let us have a chat. My other tip for you: have you ever heard the saying garbage in, garbage out? Well, it is similar with the vagina. You want to ensure that whatever you're eating is healthy, right? You want to try to drink as much water as possible to just flush your system to ensure that you are clean inside out. You also want to stay away from sugary drinks. You want to try to eat more on the healthier side. That can also affect or help with the smelling of the vagina. And you just want to be healthy. I know sometimes for me, when I drink more water and I'm eating more on the healthier side, I feel so much lighter inside. I feel lighter within, versus when I'm eating a bag of junk food, etc. I can definitely tell there's a difference in just the discharge and everything. And that leads me to my other point. Everybody gets a discharge, whether you are the first lady or you're just like me, a humble YouTuber. Everybody gets a discharge. I used to think that I was the only person that got discharges, but everybody gets a discharge. Getting a discharge, however, what it simply means is that the body is cleaning out itself. As we spoke about earlier, the body cleans itself, and whatever comes out on the outside is what it's getting rid of. No need to panic. However, you want to be cautious or conscious of whatever is coming out. So you want to always be looking at it, smelling it, just to ensure that it is, healthy, it's on the right side. As I said earlier, everybody has a scent. Get familiar with your scent. All right. Okay, guys, so we've made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for continuing to support my channel. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you have any other suggestions that you want to see content wise, go ahead, leave a comment in the comment section below. Also, if it is that you have questions similar to this type of stuff, female related questions, confidence, or just questions on a whole, that maybe you don't have a mother figure or somebody that you can go to ask questions like this, go ahead, leave a comment in the comment section below. I may make a video about it or just respond to your question. I mean, this is a safe place. We do not judge. Guys, I just want to say once more, thank you so very much for watching my videos. If you have not done so already, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, comment, like, and share. It lets YouTube know that you like my content and you want to see more, which helps my channel to grow. Bye, guys.